Welcome to This Week in Wimberley. I'm Chris Doelle. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. This is a show where we talk about what's going on in and around the Wimberley Valley, all the fun stuff. We will get to that in just a moment, but first, quick message from some people who made this show possible. Clean Tanks is a local, family-owned, full-service rainwater collection tank and well collection tank cleaning company based right here in Wimberley, Texas, but serving the entire Texas Hill Country. They service tanks from 1,000 gallons up to 200,000 gallons. They designed and built a wet vacuum system that removes all the dirt and sediment from inside the tank, all with very little water loss. As always, your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. You can call Clean Tanks at 512-806-3322. You spent a lot of money on this water collection system. Make sure your tank is a clean tank. All right, everybody join me in welcoming Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. How are you doing, Gary?
Hey. Doing fine. The weather's just been great. I guess it's going to get a little cooler, but man, It's just been perfect.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's that time of year that, that little stretch that it's not too warm and not too cold,
Yeah, and the mosquitoes aren't out in full force yet. So
yeah, exactly. Yes. So hey, last Sunday, my wife and I went to see the Wimberley Players and Shakespeare in Love, and man, it is. The Wimberley Players are just so awesome. And my friend Bridget Farias Gates, who runs the Central Texas Theater Academy, she directed it. And man, it's a kick butt play. I laughed at all the right times. It's sort of semi Shakespearean, but and it's really funny. It really, really is funny.
Hey, when I lived in Houston, I was really big in community theater and discovered the Wimberley Theater from there because it had such a high standing around the state. So we made trips to Wimberley to see plays. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're highly polished. I mean, really, they're really good. That's going on March 9th and 10th, and that goes on through March 17th. Sunday there's a matinee. So, like I said, that we caught that, and that we're like there are about 3 or 4 people from our neighborhood were there also. So getting the word out on it. It really is good. On March 9th, Steely Mac, a tribute show and dance band featuring the music of Steely Dan and Fleetwood Mac, will be performed by the band 5 O'Clock Somewhere with Wimberley Parks and Recreation Department. Tickets are $20 in advance. $25 at the door. It's going to be at the community center, and of course, it's a BYOB event. And so $20 in advance, $25 at the door, and it's at the community center, March 9th. Also, March 9th, there's a solar lunar exhibit of artwork that depicts, suggests, or references the sun, moon, or an eclipse, which is coming up. This opens up Saturday, March 9th from 5 to 7, and it will continue through April 21st. It's a lot of cosmic art and that type of stuff. Friday from 4 to 7, Saturdays noon to 5, and Sundays 11 to 4. It's located at 111 River Road, Suite 100. For more information, projectartwimberley.org. And, of course, Friday Night Bingo is held at the VFW 6441 on Jacobs Road. Their doors and concessions open at 6:30. Early bird is 7 p.m. Regular 8 p.m. Very family friendly. BYOB. For more information, go to VFW6441.com. And of course, we have like 3 again. Since we're getting into the spring weather, we have 3 Wimberley Farmers Market. There's the Blanco Brew Farmers Market and Savages are both on Sunday. Times are about 9 to 1 o'clock or so. And also there's the Wimberley Farmers Market, 6 p.m. at the Cowboy Church, 120 Green Acres Drive, and that's on Thursday. So
nice.
When it comes to baseball, the the Texans will be playing the Texan Classic, which is a yearly event. They invite teams from all over the place. And Thursday, they're playing Floresville at 1:30. Friday, they'll play Godley at 3:45. And Saturday, they'll have a showdown with Stephenville at 9 a.m. before playing Austin Crockett at 6 p.m. Those boys are going to be tired.
Yeah.
They are going to be tired, man. Softball, they will have a home game against Lavernia and a rematch from Saturday's game, and they're doing rather well. When it comes to soccer, Friday at Bandera, they'll be at the high school, and JV starts at 5, and varsity starts at 7, and that's ladies soccer. Don't forget, Eliza Gillickson will perform at Susanna's Kitchen on March 21st as part of their 2024 Coffee House Series. And she's a 2-time Grammy Award winner. They always have quality players there. They really do. You know. And don't forget, April 6th, solar eclipse. Make your plans now. City really is asking local residents to plan parties of their own and stay at home. Because, you know, going downtown with 50,000 expected visitors, it's going to get crowded. You know, so the city is saying, hey, stay at home, have a party at home with your neighbors, or, you know, invite people in, but, you know, stay out of the city when the eclipse goes on. So now we get to local listings for bands. Thursday, March 7th, 6 p.m., Chuck Shaw at Hay City Store. 6 p.m., also, Guitarista Kelly at the Wimberley Inn and Bar. 6 p.m., Jerry Burns at the Longleaf. And at 7:30, Dar Williams at Blue Rock Artist Ranch. Friday, 10:15 a.m., Sid Grounds at the KWVH Patio. 5 p.m., Megan Tubb at Ghost Note. 7 p.m., Sydney Copus at Savages. And at 10 p.m., Karaoke Live at Savages. Saturday, 1 p.m., Jesse Stratton on Henson Square with his son for free. 3 p.m., Tony Price at Devil's Backbone. 4 p.m., Josh Baca and the Hot Tamales at Ghost Note. 6:30, Luke Prater at Hay City Store. 7 p.m., Nate Guthrie Trio at Savages. 8 p.m., People's Choice at Mercer Street. 10 p.m., Karaoke Live at Savages. Sunday, 1 p.m., 2 Tons of Steel at Devil's Backbone. 2 p.m., Matt Kirk at Guay Fires at Ghost Note. 3 p.m., 3-Chord Rodeo at Mercer Street. 6 p.m., Shakedown at Hay City Store. 7 p.m., Nick Garza songwriting, Get Along at the Backbone. Monday at 10:15, Elizabeth Lee at the KWVH Patio. 6 p.m., open mic at Middleton's. Tuesday, 10:15, David Bridwell at the KWVH Patio. 6 p.m., Scotty Alexander at Hay City Store. And 7 p.m., Karaoke Live at Savages. Wednesday, 10:15, the Flying A's at KWVH Patio. Made me giggle. 6 p.m., Orange Jefferson and the Eastside Kings at Hay City Store. 6:30, Song Circle at Savages. And don't forget, all that stuff is always provided by Kyle Robino from the Wimberley Arts. And it's a great organization. Speaking of great organizations, last Tuesday on my radio show on KWVH at 1 o'clock at the Hitcher Post, we had Patrick Cox on, who's an expert really in everything. It's like I said, it makes you feel honored because you just know the guy. He's written all these historical books. He's recognized by the Historical Commission of Texas, noted author. Really. In fact, him and his parents started the Wimberley View. So the guy's outstanding. But he explained the water situation. Right now we have water flowing at Jacob's Well and Blue Hole, but the rights keeping the water, you have to be eternally vigilant. So really, it's a good program to listen to if you're interested in the water problems. And really, at the end of the show, I asked him, I said, really, we're in severe drought. Is the only way we're going to get out of it is a hurricane? And he shook his head and said, yeah, that's probably it. So. Yeah. So, nonprofit is TESPA, the Trinity Edwards Springs Protection Association, and they protect the Trinity and Edwards aquifers, the springs that go through an interconnected system, and they are responsible for Jacob's Well, really, and Blue Hole, a lot of the springs around here. What their purpose, they were founded in 2015 to fight the threat posed by electrical purification, and its proposal is to pump 2.5 million gallons today from the Trinity Aquifer in Hays County, and they wanted to sell it. And this is a really wonderful story talking about a small town, because everybody in the small town got against EP. What they were doing is there was no regulating body over it, and they discovered that, and they thought, hey, we'll get in, and we'll put the wells in there and be able to get us out. Well, we got our own representatives. They had lawyers. I mean, and all they did was kept delaying everything. And finally, the legislature passed the bill to protect it. So it's like, hey, it's one we won, you know. So now they're really talking about Aqua Texas and in Wood Creek, and we talked about that in the program. And really, this is what really boggled my mind. 1/3 of the water that Aqua Texas gets is lost in their system, whereas usually it's like 10% or 8%.
Right.
Almost it's like 32%, and you're just going, well, you need to replace your pipes. If that was going out of my house, I'd be mold growing everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So that's about all I got. I'm sorry I got on the soapbox a little bit, but everybody's pretty protective of the water in Wimberley, so it's our livelihood, you know. So
it is.
This week's music is from Todd Deatherage, and he's been on the show before. And this song is Good Feeling, and it's really just one of those songs that you listen to and it makes you feel good inside.
Yeah.
So here it is.
I don't know you that well, and it's too early to tell, but I like the way you look when you're looking at me. And I can't get enough of you, your infectious point of view. And I like the way you talk when you're talking with me. And I get a good feeling when you're around. Yeah, I get a good feeling when you're around. There ain't no way you're gonna let me down. I get a good feeling. You're the line that hooks me, and I do a double take, and then I grin. And I like the way you speak when you're saying my name. I do my best to be low-key, can't let you know what you do to me. And I like the way you play when you're playing our game. And I get a good feeling when you're around. Yeah, I get a good feeling when you're around. There ain't no way you're gonna let me down. I get a good feeling. I just can't seem to say what I mean. Yeah, my tongue gets tied when you make the scene. I think I'm gonna lose control of the way you make me feel. Oh, you'll just never know. Never know. I get a good feeling when you're around. Yeah, I get a good feeling, a good feeling.
Excellent stuff as usual. Yeah, I love his stuff, and this is just another good one.
Really? Exactly. So, we'll probably have him on again. He's a pretty good guy. Hopefully next week I'll have some music for you from the Swedish blues rock king. Does that pique your interest?
It does. It definitely piques my interest. Yeah. And speaking of music, I just want to let everybody know about another podcast that will be starting soon called Memories of Texas Music. And in that, we are going to be highlighting musicians, artists, managers, you name it, anybody related to the music industry from or in Texas. And I just interviewed John Ford Coley from England, Dan and John Ford Coley.
Oh.
He will be the first episode. And I know Michael Nesmith from the Monkees. We got his last interview before he passed, so that'll be in there. We're going to have some great ones where hopefully we'll get some great Wimberley musicians, because Wimberley is full of great musicians.
Oh, yeah. That's not to say that's the least pulse on.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely need to get him on that show. But like I said, the show is called Memories of Texas Music. It'll be launching in a couple weeks, and we'll definitely let you guys know about it.
All right. We'll be looking forward to that, Chris, for sure.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks again. It was another great week, and look forward to talking next week.
All right, Chris. You take care.
Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast? It is the absolute best way to grow your brand, spread your message, and build your following. Fresh Media Works can help. We do all the heavy lifting, and you just focus on your message. To find out how easy we can make launching your new podcast, call 713-269-4620 or check us out at freshmediaworks.com.
As always, I want to thank Gary for sitting down with me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving us what I consider the most important and valuable gift you can give, and that is your time and your attention. Go out there and participate in your city. Participate in all the great events going on in the city, and tell us about it on your Facebook groups, on your Twitter, anywhere you have friends. Share it out.